Let's recap the first three Seiunchin applications or movements from the kata that we can use for self-defense. So the first one, we are in a situation where my opponent is grabbing my clothes, might want to headbutt, might want to push me back, pull me forward. Whatever the case is, my hands are going to go on top. The reason for that, the reason why I'm not going for the wrists is that leaves me open for a headbutt. There's no point in going for the wrists now. There's no point in putting pressure under the arms. Not if my opponent's grabbed me and wants to bite my nose off. So from here, my first thing is my arms go in front. I need to cover. And if possible, I'm gouging at the face. This is not a sparring match. So from here, whatever damage I can do, great. The next thing I need to do is I need to drop into shikurach. And it needs to be a shiku at a 45 angle. Why? If I'm like this, I'm easily pushed over backwards. If I'm at a 90-degree angle, it's difficult to push me over, but I don't have a lot of mobility. So with a 45-degree shiku, I've got mobility, I've got access to my opponent, plus I've got a relatively stable stance. So from here, left leg's in front, my hands go on top, I drop down in shiku, and my next movement is to try and cup my hands under my opponent's chin. This movement here. And the idea is that I follow the jawline. So I'm here, I drop down, I strike up under the chin, I can even drive the thumbs into the eyes. Once my opponent's attention is on the face, pull the arms down. I'm going to use the back arm that I'm pulling to trap. So I'm going to bring my front arm, and I'm going to strike it into the crook of their arm. And I'm going to turn my opponent, immediately move forward and drive the hand back so that I've got a good lock here, and then whatever I want to do to my opponent. So let's just slowly go through that part one more time. Opponent grabs my clothes, I drop down into shiku, my hands are on top, I'm striking at the face, I'm gouging. I pull the arms down, I use the leg that's behind that arm to swing the front arm against, turn my opponent, press forward, maybe do a strike, grab the hair, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, let's get to the second Seiunchin application. So the second one looks at this movement here. And in my mind, if I'm in a clenched position here, as I'm in this position, I'm going to try and get my right hand inside and behind the head. So I want to get out of this grip here while my left hand is controlling the arm that's probably going to be punching me. So the right hand is statistically the more dangerous one. So I'm going to try and keep control over it as much as I can. Bring my right hand in. Again, there's a lot of stuff happening. I'm going to trap the head. I'm going to bring my left hand behind that hand, trap. And then from here, I'm going to step forward with my right leg and I'm going to press my opponent down and back. So the idea is to push the neck down and push my opponent backwards. As I've done that, I'm going to use my left arm here to keep control over the right arm. I'm going to step back. It should open that gap between the neck and the arm. And I'm going to deliver my elbow strike. So let's do that one more time. From here, we find ourselves on the outside of a clinch here. I'm going to leave my left arm where it is, maybe pop on the eardrums. Definitely try and prevent my opponent from doing that to me. Bring the right arm on the inside and behind the head. Bring the left arm behind the hand. Pull my opponent to me. Push, get them off balance. And then whiplash action, pull back and deliver the elbow into the neck. Our next application from here is pushing to the side. So if we are pushing to the side here, we can assume that we're in a bear hug position. So this is a point where my arms are open and a lot of slapping and gouging can occur. But if this is a big giant picking me up, I'm going to go from this position, I'm going to grab the top of the head. If they've got hair or one of these man buns, then you grab that. Place your left hand under the chin. And then from here, you're going to drive your right leg at a 45-degree angle past them and press the neck backwards. And the idea behind this is that I can now step forward and take my opponent to the floor. So this is this movement here. So from this position here, I'm in the bear hug, trap the top of the head, grab the chin, right leg step past, press the chin back, and take them to the floor. Your backwards shiku geramarai here. The idea behind that is that if I'm trying this and it fails, get out the way. At least you are free of the grip. So, have fun with those 3 applications, and next week we do the next.